Cove, my love. It's 8:30 on Saturday morning, and we've had quite a tough week. Every now and then, everybody has a rough one, right? But today, we got a little supercar run, a little Ferrari club run. It's actually the end of year function. We're meeting everyone up in Franschhoek, and with a big convoy of red traveling through to Benguala Cove. I think this will be a nice way to kind of bring back a little bit of inspiration and get the mood and the spirits up after a tough week. We ended off one of our previous videos when the Ferrari had just arrived with a bit of a controversial topic about Ferrari shields. And as you can see, previously the car didn't have them, and now it does. These are steel-backed, cloisonne, lacquered, triple baked, made the exact same way that they would have been made at the factory, but these are not original parts. Also, there's a key little element here. The fender on an original fender shield spec car is slightly indented or Frenched. In this case, we don't have that. Our shield, even though it looks just like the real one, we've compared it side to side, is just applied onto the fender without that Frenched or recessed part. So now we're here with our friends at the archive and Dave. Wave for the camera, David. Knobhead. What we're doing is we're getting a stencil made of the shield on this 430 Spider so that we can correctly transfer it over to our, at the moment, shieldless fender. Now, I want to pose the question later to the good people of SEFAC, South Equatorial Ferrari Automobili Club, if they can notice this and if they can pick up that in fact these shields are not original shields. I'm very interested to know how many people would actually see that this is not the correct shield or not a factory spec shield. When it's cold, it's a bit jerky, it's a bit like, you woke me up. But after 10-15 minutes of driving, all the fluids, everything starts moving nicely, everything starts working on the suspension, you know. It's like, warm up your car, guys. Always warm up your car. This is like #1 rule of car ownership. I tell this to every single client that buys a car, especially one that's like 10 years old. It's so important. Always compare it. Like, you don't want to be woken up after a long night's sleep and be like, let's go 8,000 RPM. No. Warm up your car. If you take care of it, it'll take care of you. back to the topic and an opinion which I continue to endorse every time about F430 being the best entry point into Ferrari ownership, into the brand, your first cavallino rampante. F430 currently somewhere in the region of about 2 million rand. From a Ferrari value point, that's comparable to a California, maybe a California T, but you're looking at one with significant mileage. 360 is cheaper, but it's a far more demanding routine maintenance car, engine out, cam belt services, all these things. The F430 introduced the F136 block, which was a chain-driven engine, so no longer requiring engine out jobs for maintenance. And overall, a much sturdier car. I got you. All right. Well, if we don't get there in time, then we'll just come down Franschhoek Pass and we'll catch up. I'll just put a little bit of pep. Yeah. All right, bro. See you soon. Bye. So I just got off the phone with Jacques, who's the secretary for Western Cape SEFAC, and tell him we're running late. He's like, no, don't worry. I know you'll catch up. I'm afraid I made myself a little bit of a reputation on my first ever outing with SEFAC when I joined it, when I joined the club, when I had my 430. And what happened was, coming up Franschhoek Pass, there was a 360 in front of me, and I wanted to overtake, and the guy was driving so slow, and he knew I wanted to overtake. So eventually I found a spot to overtake, and I put my indicator on, and I hovered there behind him for a little bit to make sure he saw me. I saw his head turn to the rearview mirror in his car, and I went for it. And I was coming around the outside. On the right hand side would have been a barrier, and he squeezed me. Started pushing me to the barrier, and I was already next to him, so I was committed into this corner. I was committed to the overtake, so I pushed on, and we connected mirrors. So I clapped his mirror backward like this, and mine folded back, his folded forward, and I pushed on. I had my fiance in the car with me, and she was on the left side where the connect was, and she was like, ah! So as we arrive at the destination for the lunch, the El Presidente of the club comes huffing and puffing over to me, and he's like, Art, you can't drive like this is unacceptable. I was like, dude, he literally wanted to kill me. Like, it's not my fault. He's a 20-year member of the club and da-da-da. And I was like, okay, I understand that this is, I'm not about to start pushing my weight around here. I'm the noob and I'm the new member, so I need to concede. Even though this is really not a place where I need to concede. And so I walked over to the 360, and he must be around 70 years old, this man. And I opened the door for him, and I'm looking at him. Even though I'm angry, right, I know that I have to make right. So I opened the door for him, and I'm like, hey, sure, that was a little bit close. Good thing both our cars are Rosso Corsa, though, since we're trading paint. He didn't like that joke, not at all. He was so miffed at me. I could feel the energy coming off him. He was just not having it. And he comes out of the car, and I'm trying to smooth it over, and, smiley. And he looks at me eventually, and he goes, I saw you come out there and your indicator, and I said to myself, not today, buddy. And I just all the anger just overwhelmed me, and I was like almost shaking, and the best I could conjure up, I was looking him dead in the eye, and I was like, oh, is it? Because I don't know what else to say. I actually just wanted to pile drive this old man into the ground. But obviously, like, you know, that's not, you know, that's unbecoming behavior of a SEFAC member. Gosh, anyway, so yeah, my infamy is, precedes me now at these club runs. Again, I've got to be careful with these SEFAC boys. They don't always drive like you would expect them to drive. It's also 10:15. It's not exactly the best time to drive Franschhoek. But we'll see. Well, I guess it's just going to be us and Shumi, you know, all the way to Elgin. Well, that little RAV4 was making overtakes. Shumi, come on.
I don't know if he's going to do it.
I don't know if he's going to do it. And I bet you if I overtake him, because I feel like these guys are like, yeah, he's just going to push me off the side of the road. Because you can't overtake a Ferrari. I'm going to go, boy. I'm going to go. How fucking cool does Shumi's car look, though? I thought you were going, boy.
You needed to get a bit scared.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Go, 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 go. Oh, he can't. He missed his opportunity. I'm gonna call it. Shumi's 65, bro. I'm gonna call it. I mean, I don't mind the view.
1 hour later.
It's getting bumpy, yeah. Felt that feeling in my stomach like we're about to bottom out. I've bottomed out at my 430. Oh, it doesn't feel good. You're carrying too much pace through a dip. You become like a skipping stone on water. Pah, pah, pah. Ugh. Gnarly feeling. This
I have actually been here.
crappy road. F12. F12. My love. F12, my love. Okay, guys, so our little 430 here, we recently did an interesting upgrade on the car, and I want to ask the question, if you guys, Ferrari club members and Ferrari aficionados, can tell from from looking at our car if there's anything on it that's not supposed to be there. So have a good look, have a quick squiz, and then see if you can tell me. No, they can't see. They can't see it. No, outside. I'll give the clue. Nope. So victim number 1. Miles, give us a little bit.
That's a good looking car.
This 612 Scaglietti, or how my son affectionately calls it, the spaghetti, belongs to the president, El Presidente of the SEFAC club in Cape Town, Enrico. Now that we're all together, we're now part of the convoy. We're making our way on the second leg to the lunch destination at Benguala Cove. Going to be some wine tasting and some wine tour or cellar tour, and then a lunch. And then I want to ask more people about our car, because we've now got successfully 2 people duped. I think Rico is gonna just modulate my pace a little bit since I got in hot water with him last time. So it's got the F12, bro. That red F12. And he's got like a few little carbon bits and things on it, and maybe an exhaust.
Dude, that was...
Oh, well, one day, my black F12 will arrive with me. 2 years. 2 years for my 40th birthday, my black F12 will be in my driveway. But for now, I think after the 430, this is my 3rd one, right? You know, same thing over and over. Variety is the spice of life. Need to change things up. And I mentioned this in the supercar run, the Lion run, that I think the FF is the deal of the decade when it comes to Ferrari. So if a really nice non-red FF comes my way, I'll be the candidate for that. Oh yes. We're here with Enrico now, and we're going to ask the same question. Enrico, this car, this F430, is there anything on this car that you would consider to be not original or not supposed to be there, or something that is modified or aftermarket? Please have a good look.
I haven't really had a look yet.
Have a good look.
Archie got me. I
Have a
actually
good
don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Tell me.
I'll tell you, but you can't tell anyone.
Okay, I won't tell anyone.
Fender shields aren't real.
Okay.
But I want to get
Okay,
Bev.
yes.
I want to stump her. for
Yes,
sure.
yes.
So
How are you doing?
good,
Yes.
thank you. So guys,
Okay.
Bev here of Bev Supercars on Instagram, someone who we all follow and love. And as a true Ferrari and supercar expert, I want you to participate in this little game. This 430 that we have here.
Yes.
Can you tell me, by looking at this car, if there's something on here that shouldn't be here, is not original, or is maybe a modification? This one here. This is a Cali T. This is a 430.
Well, we're walking to the Cali. That's why I'm wondering if you know your car.
The 430. Tell me, Bev, tell me.
All right. Well,
Have a good look and see.
do my inspection.
Inspection.
My
Inspector
inspection.
Bev is on the scene. And we're going to
shouldn't
see if we
be
can
here.
figure this out. Guys, I think we've stumped the expert. Supercar Bev. Tell me what you see and tell me what should or should not be there, or anything aftermarket or modified. No, that's actually the correct color. If you've ever seen it black, then that's incorrect. Because I want to ask other people too.
Okay.
We've successfully stumped everyone we've asked so far, and you. I had high hopes for you, Bev, because I know that you're well versed in Ferrari.
Yes.
But it's the fender shields.
Oh, wow. Wow. I've never noticed.
Good.
Good job.
If we've stumped Bev, I think we'll stump
job, guys.
whoever else is going to be interested. Thanks, Bev. At the car, is there something that you can pick up that is...
No, not right away. No, definitely not. So maybe that's my knowledge of
Okay.
Ferraris, but no.
Okay.
Seriously,
31.
that's quite big.
Yeah.
That's really big.
Right, Miles. This is the ultimate test, right? Because without revealing who Miles is, let's just say that he should know everything about a Ferrari, okay? So Miles, please, would you look at our 430 and tell me if you spot anything that is aftermarket on this car? Something that is not OEM original.
Not OEM original.
Please have a good look through the car and see if you can see anything that is not OEM or not from factory. Whew. You got hot there for a second. Hasn't said anything though.
Okay, so my guess is, well, most of the cars have the Pininfarina trademark sign on the side, which
Right.
is right.
Yeah?
But I think it's the fender badges.
Oh shit!
Because
Bastard! The fenders are Frenched, which is the correct terminology. I've done all the research on this because Miles, when I bought this car, I paid for the car, and then I was looking through the pictures over the weekend and I was like, oh shit, I bought a no shields car. Okay, we got Jean and Renee here who came in a super beautiful 488, a non-red one, which is always good in my book. Now, Jean and Renee, I don't know how much you know Ferraris, but if you look at our 430, consider it as it is. If you can spot something on the car that is not original or non-OEM equipment, something that is like a modification. Nope.
No.
No.
Okay, no.
Have a look. Have a quick look. See if you can spot what is non-factory on our car.
No, I'm not that good. I think I wasn't even born the time when they made this. Eh?
We were, Jean. I know you're an 86 model, just like me. We were born on the exterior of the car. So if you can see what you can find, that's not factory. That's
Panel gap's calling something quite funny.
no, that's normal Ferrari panel gap.
I can't say. What is it?
Got another one. Yeah. That's a normal 430. Another one. We got him.